Hello, Mr. Lima. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, brother. This was originally built as a co-main event. Now it's the main event. Does that mean anything to you?
I mean, it's better. I'm more used to the main events. Done them a lot more here with Bellator, and 5 rounds. Got the title fight feeling. You know what I mean? But it's good. Works a lot better for sure. I would prefer main events any day. So it's good.
You've been with Bellator for over a decade now. What's the secret to the longevity?
Uh, Stay healthy, train smart. You know what I mean? Take care of your body. The age comes. You learn a lot. In the process. It's soft, but you just gotta be smart, man. Learn as you go. Always learning. You know, uh, Dieting, training, everything. You know what I mean? I want to have a long career, so I got to make sure I do everything right.
And a former world championship holder, a former Grand Prix winner, what is left for you to do in Bellator?
Uh, I said this before, man. If I don't have the belt around my waist, I still got a lot of work to do. So the goal is always to be the champion. Lost it, won it, lost it, won it, and I'm here. Trying to get it again, and just keep fighting. It's my passion. It's what I love doing it. And just keep fighting. You know.
Hi, this is Mike with the Northwest Fight Scene. Welcome to Tacoma, Washington.
Thank you.
Your opponent, Jason, had some real kind words about you as a fighter, as a man, as a father. What are your thoughts about Jason?
Man, he's a great fighter. All my respect to him as well. He never had any, bad, what's it called? Like trash talk, emotions like that. It's just a young guy that wants to get his shot. You know what I mean? He's doing really good here with Bellator. 5 straight wins. He's got some solid wins. It's gonna be a good fight. He's a great fighter. You know what I mean? Fights good everywhere, and I'm excited. I know he wanted this fight, and here we go.
You're coming off three losses. Do you feel any special pressure for this fight to get the W, or
I
just
mean,
another fight?
no, not really, man. I think it's the fight game. Fighting nothing but the best competition. Fought world champions. Fought a different weight class. So it's just can't let stuff like that get you down. For me, I'm just more excited as ever. Had a really good training camp. Man, I'm just excited to get back there. Of course, back on my mind is like, man, come on, it's 3 in a row already. I need a win right here, but I don't let that get to me. It's a fight game, man. It's tough fights. Every fight is tough. Sometimes stuff like that happens.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jay, next question.
Hey, thanks very much, Douglas. And Jason has really kind of made a name for himself the last couple of years. He's beaten some very big names, the Paul Daly fight and everything. Did you figure this fight would eventually happen sooner or later?
Yeah. I thought that fight would eventually happen. Like you said, he's been doing really good. He's been winning. He's on the top 5 now, and he'll make up a good matchup as well. With me and him. So I knew eventually, this will happen, and good timing for that. I know he's looking for that title shot. I'm back looking for it again. So I think it's a great timing for this fight to happen.
And if there's a knock on him, if anything, we've heard that maybe he hasn't finished a fight since his LFA run. It's been all decisions on his current streak. Do you see that as a result of his style, or just that the guys he's fighting have been that good?
Yeah, I mean, man, nowadays it gets difficult, to finish a fight. Even though you control the whole fight, it's hard to finish, somebody nowadays. But I can't look at it like that. He's been winning. He's been fighting tough competition, and that's what matters. Of course, we always want to finish. I always want to finish. So I'll be looking for that. I don't want to go to the judges, especially what happened at the last fight. So we never want to leave it to the judges, but it's tough competitions, everywhere. So sometimes you just got to take the win.
last one for me. When we spoke to Jason earlier, he did say that you were maybe a gatekeeper at this point, and I'm wondering if you think he might be overlooking you a little.
Uh, that would be his mistake. I don't mind, man, what people say. Gatekeeper. Nah, man, I'm here to be a champion. I just gotta go over there and do my thing. I don't care what other people say or think. Even after all these losses, I still know I got it. So that's what matters. What matters is what I think. And I feel good. Being here before. So just ready to fight.
All right, well, looking forward to that fight on Friday. Thank you very much.
Thanks, bud.
Santiago.
Hi, Douglas. Thank you for the time. Your last 3 opponents were all elite competition, and it's not like you got finished off. Do you also think that people are maybe being a bit too dramatic about your losing streak? I mean, especially your last fight with Paige, extremely close, man.
Yeah, a lot of times people just see the results. They don't see the opponent. They don't see the way the fight went. It's not that I'm getting killed; they're getting hurt. Man, I take at very little damage, and that's a good thing. I hope it keeps like that. But yeah, I said the same thing before. Man, first was Musasi. A guy that's been at the top of the world at a different weight class. In my last fight, that was a split decision. Could have gone either way. So yeah, I mean, people talk no matter what. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta do you. You know what I mean? You gotta be good mentally, physically, to step at the step in there inside the cage. You can't let comments like that bring you down. And man, as long as I'm healthy, I'm training hard, man, they can say whatever they want. I know what I got.
You gave Musashi a solid fight for the middleweight title. Did you ever consider going up permanently to middleweight? And is that something that you have planned for the future?
Yeah, I think about it sometimes. The older I get, man, this cut to 170 gets harder. Good thing I always recover really good. So that's good. I thought of going back to middleweight, but yeah, Musasi's a big boy too, man. I think about it too. I think about that fight a lot because he was bigger. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I never really, thought about it. Right now, I'm just focusing on this guy, and let's see what happens. If my weight keeps going up, when the cuts get, even tougher, we might consider moving up again eventually.
Did you bring your brother with you again, Douglas? And what kind of food are you going to eat after the weigh-ins?
For sure, and he's always here. He came in, and he's my cook. Whatever he cooks, it's usually some whole grain pasta. That's usually the first meal that we eat. He'll be cooking while I'll be waiting in, and when I get back to the room, it's time to chow down.
Sounds delicious. I cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thanks, brother.
Paul.
Yeah, hi, Paul Casanova, EDF Sports. You talked a little bit about training. Can you talk a little bit more about how your training has gotten maybe a little bit different as the time has gone on? And did you do anything different for this fight? Did you train any different?
Man, honestly, for this fight, I trained like I was young again. Like back in the days, I used to do 2 sessions a day every day. Started to get old, man. Starting to get tougher. I would do 1 session and just be sore for 3 days, man. So I pushed the limits a little more in this training camp, because man, just train a little more, push a little more, do some extra sessions in. So that's what I've been doing. The main thing, of course, is stay healthy. When my body really tells me that I can't go, I'll take a break in the afternoon. But yeah, man, I try to train a lot harder for this fight. Try to keep the weight down as much as I could. But as long as the fire is there, man, as long as you're still happy doing what you're doing, because this is it's one of the passions for me. I love what I do. I don't consider it work, because it's what I love doing it. And the training camp was amazing. Training camp was awesome. I have no injuries coming in, and I'm just ready to go.
Well, we appreciate watching you, man. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Last question, Adrian.
Hi, Douglas. With your fight with Amosov, you got controlled for most of the fight. What will you take from that fight and use in this fight with him also being a wrestler?
Fight harder, you know. Yeah, that fight, man. Like you said, I got control the whole fight. Haven't even watched it yet, you know, but it just seems like I didn't fight back, you know. This guy, he wrestles a lot too, but level of wrestling, you know, Tuamasov is different on this one. You know, he strikes, you know, Jackson strikes good, he wrestles good. I'm sure he's gonna wrestle a lot on this fight, but it's a different type of wrestler, you know, than Tuamasov. So he's got to fight hard, man, no matter what. You know what I mean? Don't wait too much, you know. So I don't know. I'm excited for this one. I got something to show you guys on this fight for sure. Be looking for a finish, and I will get it. I will get it this time.
Good luck, sir.
Awesome. That concludes our
All
time.
right.
Thank you
you.
so much.